Okay, let's get started. We're going to talk to you today about creating seamless social media follow-up automation. Okay, we have a new system coming out, a new formula coming out. I'm not quite ready yet. We're just putting the bells and whistles on, called the Auto Connect formula. Okay, we want to help you create this automated system that's extremely simple, and we give you all of the tools and bells and whistles that come along with it. It's not quite ready yet, but I do want to walk you through our seamless social media follow-up flow. Okay, and it's this auto connect formula that's going to be so pivotal in you going out there and spending your time creating all of this content for all of the social media platforms, being able to have this automated system that completely follows up for you. There's a few things you want to make sure that you start with first. We want them to be interested in what we're putting out there on social media enough to click on it and like it and follow you. And then so we have to create something that draws them in, like a lead magnet, right? People are going to follow you based on your content, but they want to know that they're going to learn something, get something, have some value in it, right? There's got to be something in it for them. So what is the something in it for them? We talk about lead magnets. Okay. So in order to capture what we're looking for, which is their name and their phone number and their email, so that we can follow up with them appropriately, take those, put it in some automation, throw some more automation on top of it, and have it have a whole system that's automated that you don't have to be manually doing all the time. So first is, let's draw them in. So really, even before the lead magnet comes your hook, crafting that perfect hook. So better known maybe as a call to action. Well, hook and call to action, two different things. Sorry, take that back. Your hook is going to be what brings them in the first place, the title of your content, the title of your reel, that first thing that's going to hook them. So you want to make sure that you have something very cutting edge, very clear. Go watch some other people that are doing the same thing in your space. Look and see what their hooks are. Go to ChatGPT, tell it what you're creating, tell them to give you 10 different hooks that are really creative and are going to grab the attention of your specific niche. Okay. We want to hook them in. We want to deliver value. So that value piece is probably going to be the lead magnet. Top 10 tips for. I always use that as an example because it's the easiest thing to do. Top 10 tips for whatever. Or not maybe top 10. 10 ways to stop that struggle on losing weight. 10, find my guide on how to. So we want to give them something really awesome they know is going to solve some of their tiny little micro problems. This is where having your customer avatar is so important, and figuring that out. And so that you know who you're talking to when you're creating this lead magnet, that you're actually solving one of their tiny micro little problems. Now we have a whole training and workbook on creating your perfect customer, creating that perfect customer avatar, so that when you're doing all of these things, you're doing them with a purpose and with a plan, which is towards that exact niche that you're trying to solve a problem for, and that you're solving their little micro problems that keep them up at night, because those are the ones that get them to click and say, yes, I want this. Instead of trying to solve the big giant problem, they are going to hook on the things that keep them up at night, the little things that bug them. Okay. So we're going to craft a perfect hook, a hook that's going to draw them in. We're going to have a lead magnet that we're going to deliver to them, because we want to give something to get something. We need to get their phone number. We need to get their email. We need to get them on our list and draw them off that social platform and into our little CRM, right? And so we got to give them something in return for them giving us that information. So hook them in, and then we're going to give them that lead magnet or that piece of information that they're looking for, but you're going to give that to them via email or SMS. That's why you collected the data in the first place. So that's where they're going to expect for it to be delivered. Okay. And then we want to make sure that you set up some automation to make all of this happen. And at the end of any piece of this, whether it's what they comment on the reel that you put out there, or it's the message they get in their DMs, you want to make sure there's always a very clear call to action to everything that you do, because confused people do nothing. Confused customers do nothing. Confused business builders will do nothing. We have to tell them what to do. So make sure if you're creating any content out there and you have any of this automation you're building in, you're always telling them what to do. People need to be told what to do in this process, and always be building to that next thing until you actually complete the sale. And that next thing may take probably will take 8 to 12, maybe 14 different touch points and follow-ups, but every one of those has to have a call to action. Ask them to do something. Okay. So all of this automation, we want to set up auto responders to all of the comments. So you make a piece of content, it's around the top 10 tips for this, you grab a hook, you hook them in, and the hook is something that's going to draw them in to watch the content. But then the call to action is going to be comment free guide for my top 10 tips, or comment sugar for my top 10 tips on how to cut out sugar. Whatever that keyword is, that's what your call to action is going to be. So you're going to ask them to do something, which is comment something. Now, one thing we have figured out is that it's always better if you ask them to follow you first, because the automations work way better if you ask them to follow you. So the first thing in your copy and in your content should be follow me for more and comment info for more blah, 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 right? So we're telling them to do two things. We want them to follow, we want them to comment info. Soon as they comment info, your system, what we help you build, is an immediate response to that, because we know that your potential for creating that commenter into a customer goes up by 80%, 80% if you respond to them within 5 minutes or less. Now, we know that if it goes even sooner than that, the better your chances go up. Okay, so we want a comment reply system. Our system does that for you. So as soon as they comment info, you'll set up your voice, your comments. You can write out 10 different ones so that they alternate, right? And in those comments, we have some very specific things that we tell you to tell them to do to make this work even better. Now, you have to be on the inside. You have to be an insider to get those tips, okay? So if you're not a Hub Club member yet, if you're not a core member yet, you can go over to our website at www.self-made.biz, okay? And you can find your way around on that website, and you can get to our membership options page. You can watch some videos and some demos of the 3 different membership options that we have, which is Hub Club, Core, and Premium. If you have one of those, all of this, we can help snapshot template right into your account so that you have these. But there's very specific ways we want you to respond to these people to get them to do more, okay? And for this automation to work its best. So you're gonna put a bunch of auto replies in there, and then you're gonna have them go over to their DMs and wait for a message from you that will also come immediately. So you've created the piece of content, you've created the guide they're going to get, or the freebie lead magnet, or the video, or whatever it is that you're giving to them. They're going to comment. They want more info by whatever keyword you tell them to comment. Our system's going to grab that keyword automatically, respond to their comment, send them a DM. Respond to the comment, send them a DM. Okay. We want them to follow, and then we want them to go to their comment, and then we want them to go to their DMs. That's the process we want to take them on, and we take them through that process by the language we use in all of it, okay? And that's part of our overall system that we're deploying, called the Auto Connect formula. Okay, it's all putting all this on automation and having systems and tools behind everything that you do, so you can save yourself time and make yourself more money. That's the goal, right? Save yourself some time and make yourself some more money. Tell me in the comments, if you're watching this live or on replay, do you want to make more money? Say, yes, I want to make more money. Do you want to save some time and have some of your time freedom back? Tell me, yes, I want some time freedom back. I'd love to hear from the people who actually want to deploy stuff like this. Okay, so we've got the hook, we got the lead magnet, we've got the hook, we got some of this automation set up where they're going to comment info, they're going to get a DM from us. And in that DM, we're going to say, here's the thing that you asked for. We would love for you to stick around. Click here to grab your free guide. There's a button that's in there. They're going to click for their free guide, and our system will automatically send it to them. You will collect in there. There will be a place they have to put their name, phone number, and email in order to collect that guide. So when they click the button, pops up a little form, also done all inside of our hub. They put in their info, and boom, they get the free guide. You've gotten what you want, which is their name, phone number, and email. You've now pulled them off of social, and you've put them into your system, and they've gotten their free guide. Well, then we set them into an automation workflow that's like a 14-point workflow, all part of our auto connect formula that's going to put all of this on autopilot for you. Okay. And you get all of this just by being a member with us. Okay. You just get all this by being a member with us. We get all of this. There's a couple different programs. You can do it all yourself. We show you how to deploy it all. We put the templates in your account, or you can have a little more help from your friends and we can help you put all of this stuff in play. That's completely up to you. You can just reach out and let us know you want some more help or you're ready to do it on your own, and you can get the hub membership. Okay, so we're going to put that 14-point sequence in play where they're going to get texts, they're going to get DMs, they're going to get emails from you, all about what the next things are that you want them to take, right? So if you sell a health and wellness product and you're going to give them your lead magnets, like top 10 tips on how to lose the belly fat, right? Or how to get your gut in order, and they get that. But at the end result, I always say begin with the end in mind. You want to have an end in mind. You want them to purchase a product that's going to help them overall with, getting rid of that belly fat. The big buzzword out there right now is cortisol, right? Or GLP-1 stuff. So, know what your end result is before you start building something like this out. The really cool thing about setting up your auto connect formula is that once you have it set up, you can duplicate it times 10 different ways, and then you're set. You're completely on autopilot at this point. You're drawing all these people in. All you have to do is now go create the content that drives more people to you. That's it. Because all the rest of this is set on autopilot all the way through to the converting to a sale, right? So the point of putting a system like this in place is to give you back your time freedom and to convert more customers so that you can make more money. So again, who wants to make more money? Who wants to save themselves more time? You can have both. You can have both with this system and deploying something like this, right? Okay. So the Auto Connect formula is designed to make follow-up flows super easy, seamless, and automated so that you can have more time and money. It is a simple system. I went through a lot here, but we have all of the content ready for you. We have the systems already ready to deploy. It's part of having our core at our Hub Club core or premium membership. So we want you to have this Auto Connect formula. We're going to get you more details about that. But one thing, I want to give you a free training. It's actually a 5-day challenge. If you comment social below, SOCIAL, don't misspell it because it won't send it to you. So if you comment social below, we're going to get you our Beyond Social challenge. If you've not taken that 5-day challenge yet, it's really going to show you a lot about this system and exactly how and why you need to deploy it. So if you want that freebie, comment social below and we'll get that over to you. And just remember, guys, out of all of this, consistency is so key. If you respond to your commenters and your followers quickly, they know that you're engaged with them. If you send them what they're looking for and you solve some of their little micro problems, they are more likely to buy from you. And if you stay consistent on the follow-up, the 14-point sequence keeps you in top of mind for an extended period of time. Consistency wins in the end game. So consistency is key in doing all of this. And then, like I said, once you set up one of these flows, you can just duplicate it and set up another one and another one and another one. You can have 5 different lead magnets, 50 different lead magnets over time. Doesn't really matter. And then you can have all these different keyword automations that are constantly setting stuff off. And then you just go and create all the content that drives people to it. So I hope this was helpful for today. Don't forget, comment social below if you want the Beyond Social 5-day challenge. And tune in next Monday for another Mentor Monday.